Hello. Rather annoying, I thought I'd just made a film and I haven't. It's early in the morning, not filmed for a while. I've just been so busy doing allotment and general work. 5th of May 2015 today. Pretty much I've rushing ahead, got lots of things sown and growing, but last week a cold spell hit, so I've been delayed in putting things out. Otherwise pretty much according to plan. It's been a very benign winter. Got one or two things out early, but not a great deal. I just couldn't be bothered tidying up with regards to the fleece, so everything's in the greenhouse waiting to get packed. Give the fruit trees a really hard prune last year and they've responded in kind with a huge amount of blossom. If you ever wondered about the different groupings of fruit, here's a really good explanation why. So here's an apple and there's a plum. Now yeah, they don't breed or swap pollen, or it doesn't swap pollen and work. However, you can see that they're open and they're not. If that plum was an apple, it wouldn't fertilise that because the flowers aren't open at the same time. The groupings just put together the timings of when the blossoms open. So I give them a hard prune after neglecting them for 2 or 3 years, and the trees have responded in kind. The plums and pears have been and gone, although that's I think it's Merryweather, sorry, I can never remember. Plum there, and still has some on. These are apples. Cherries give a good display. Beds are all prepared. Peas and things like shallots have gone out. Those look well on because they were set off in a greenhouse. It's been, as I said, a very benign winter, but unfortunately that last week really delayed things where I'd hoped to get a lot of things out, so I've still got things at home, chilies notably, to come, and as a result all my greenhouse space is taken up, so things like salads are a bit behind because they've not been sown. Alderman doing well. You can see the frames. I've got bored of this plastic meshing which just degrades in the light, so I bought cheap rolled chicken mesh and done it, and hopefully that's going to last me for a couple of years. Greenhouse is full. I just opened this a second ago. It's ram-packed top and below, all waiting to start going out, which hopefully I'll get around to this week because it's getting a bit pot bound. My usual trick of bringing on the main onion sets is going. A bit of weed in there because I can't get to it because of this, but it does help bring the onions on a bit, and that will be coming off in the next week or two. Likewise, the spring onions, I don't need to fleece, I just put the fleece on really to speed them up more than anything. Garlic romping ahead. A couple of special beds here that I'm not quite sure, well I do, I know what's going in some form of gourd, but we'll see who lives from those I've germinated. Coal frame, which got hit by frost unbelievably last week. I think you can just see some nip in the centre of the screen now of some beans. Another baby greenhouse, jam-packed. My waste of space onion sets, which are neither use nor ornament, too small, or at least they used to be, are now planted up and just potted on as baby spring onions. And amazingly, these ones, if you leave them and let them go to onions, for some reason always seem to last the longest before they start sprouting green shoots next year. Ready for some cabbage. Everything's just popped up rapidly this last week or two as spring's arrived. I don't know if you can see that. Ramsons. Oh, I almost forgot. Shed a bit of light on the issue. Someone's had a haircut. I was so praying to the wind gods in the winter. Someone else answered my prayer. So everything's ready. I think the weather gives up this week, and by the end of it we should be in a warm spell, so I want to get everything out start to while it's damp. I'm hoping my battery power lasts me long enough. Side view of the top fruit. Still looks nice while the blossoms on. If you remember, I dug my flower bed out at the start of the winter. Most things have taken. Grass got a bit of a hammering from the tractor going over it in the winter, so I've re-sown it and give it a bit of feed, and it's really beastie at the moment. This, give another, the crocus, tulips, daffodils that are dying back, give them another week or two, and then it'll be the last thing I plant out with bedding, give them a chance to recharge the bulbs after being damaged and moved from last year. It's looking pretty settled. My other project, which is taking a little bit of time, is I cleared my friend's allotment and he's back now, so he should be doing something shortly. But in return, I took a little bit out of the back, which I prepared last year, the end of last year, and I've dug over 4 times since, the future pumpkin patch. So I'm just preparing some wood to go around this as a protective fence. And I really wanted to show you, but I didn't have any time, a couple of weeks ago when it was dry here, where I've really improved it with about 3 tons of manure and 3 tons of root grindings. A couple of inches in, still damp. The unimproved soil, bone dry, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches deep in. This wasn't. And, I don't know if you can see it, it is actually raised by, it's going down now, it's still about 6, 7 inches raised from here. So that's another job. That's to fence that off. So, apologies for the delay, everything's going as usual, just waiting for the weather to play ball, which it looks like this week. End of the frost, and we'll get things out. Hope everything's going alright for you, and on this cool May 2015. See you shortly.